Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you've had a great week. I hope you had time to listen to my 10-minute art tip from last week because I was discussing the 100-day art project, and I'm going to talk a bit more about that today. And I'm wondering how you're all doing with that and if you've decided to take part in it, because I have to tell you that I'm on, I believe, day 10 of my 100 days, and so far, so good. The first few days, I have to admit, it was a bit of a struggle. For me, I'm not necessarily painting every day, but I am either painting or I'm writing. And I've not missed a day yet. And the first few days were a bit of a struggle, even for me, who has done a career of doing art. To make yourself do it every single day is a bit of a challenge. And now I'm at the point where I'm very relieved that I've got someone to be accountable to. Not that anybody's going to be upset if I miss a day, but it's important to me to do it. And even at the end of the day, when I'm really, really tired and had a stressful day or things going on, it's been hectic, I still have been going in every night, even if it's 9 o'clock at night, with my journal and my pen, and I'm writing for at least 20 minutes. And that's all it really takes, to be honest. And when I first get there, I don't necessarily feel like it at the end of the day, but once my pen gets moving and my words start coming, it's amazing what happens to your psyche. So I am highly recommending you give this a go. It is very, very valuable to anyone who wants to be creative or to exercise that right half of your brain. It's very, very, very good for us to be able to use both sides of our brain. Who doesn't want to use your whole brain rather than half a brain? This is a subject that I have studied for many years. And of course, as all of my students know, my number one go-to book for all of my students is Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain by Betty Edwards. Again, the title of the book, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain by Betty Edwards. And I am not being sponsored to say this. Her books are amazing. And throughout the book, she describes the process of right brain and left brain thinking. But more importantly, she has exercises throughout that actually get you to shut your left brain off temporarily and to flip the switch on your right brain. And you can actually, once you get used to it, it is also a bit of a struggle in the early days to force your brain to go where it's not used to going. The brain fights you a little bit, but it is very amazing to feel it when it happens. You can see musicians who are playing the piano and they go up onto stage and they're a little nervous and they sit down at the piano and they start. And then by the end, you can see they are just in another zone. That is them being in their right brain. And that is where we're striving to get to as an artist, because that's where the best work comes from. Not your left brain is logical, rational, thinking, mathematical. Words come from your left brain versus your right brain is creativity, imagination, spontaneity, all these different things that create a really great work of art have to come from the right brain. Again, there's more detail in Betty Edwards' book, so I do recommend that. And the exercises that she provides helps you to get that thinking brain set aside. For example, one of the exercises she has you do is do a sketch of a person. I believe it's a Picasso sketch, and she asks you to copy it, but it is upside down. And in that upside downness, instead of drawing a person's hand, you are then drawing a triangle next to a little round circle and another circle. And your brain gets out of the way thinking oh, drawing a hand is really hard. Well, when you're looking at it upside down, your head kind of doesn't make the connection that it's hard and that it's an actual hand you're trying to draw. So there are a lot of tricks you can do to make the situation better. And I teach them in my class. Putting grids on your painting in order to get the painting drawn on your canvas properly is another one of those sneaky tricks, because instead of drawing the entire canvas huge, you're just going to draw a corner piece of it and then another little piece of it. Break it down into digestible chunks for your brain to handle. It's all about tricking your left brain into letting your right brain take over. And I am also in the process of reading this book called Side Effects: How Left Brain and Right Brain Differences Shape Everyday Behavior. I am just started it, and I'm about to write a book review on this one, so I will. There's lots of examples and things, painting examples, etc. in it, so I'm looking forward to this read. The author's name is Lauren Elias, and I'm going to do a book review on it, so stay tuned for that one. I'll be posting my review when it is posted online. So yeah, it is a very interesting topic for sure, and it's one I've been studying for years. Other little tricks that you can do to get that right brain to come up: listen to some really good music. Have a little stillness in your life before you get to the easel or your drawing. Take a little time, do a little, maybe a deep breathing if you're into that. Just quiet yourself a lot. I find very much that it is difficult to go into my studio and get painting if I have had a very hectic morning and been dealing with bankers or the internet or got things to do on the computer. If I'm updating my website, mundane left thinking projects, balancing checkbooks, doing taxes, all of that is left brain procedures. And I can't go from that and then immediately go into the easel and think that I'm going to be right brained and switch gears, bim, bam, and boom. It doesn't work that way. So for me, if I have a day of paperwork and taxes, etc., I don't even try to spend the day at the easel. I can still do my writing practice at the end of the day. That does help, but I don't expect my brain to do great art if I'm working on left brain projects. So keep that in mind. On my studio days, I try to listen to some music. I quiet my mind. I get into the space. It works most of the time. Just, focus in on that art when you can, but don't try to do it all in one day. I am excited to hear what you think about the Betty Edwards book. If any of you have read it and done the exercises, please drop me a note and let me know what was your favorite. For me, it's the negative shape drawing. And negative shapes are even more important in your painting than the positive shapes. So to explain that, the positive shapes would be a tree. I'm going to draw a tree. But Betty Edwards suggests, instead of drawing a tree, which your left brain will then take, oh, I am drawing a tree, and it will put preconceived notions as to what a tree should look like. Versus if you draw the space around the tree, and the space is where the tree branches connect, the little sky holes, I call them, those are where the magic can happen. So read up on negative space. You will have your mind blown. Honestly, give it a go and try it. Let me know. And sometimes it's even difficult when your left brain is really in control. It's really can be a challenge to see the negative spaces. So it takes some practice and some getting used to. And once you got it, you got it. And you can see things that other people cannot see. It's very exciting. And I'm excited for you to give it a go. Let me know how you get along and if you can feel the difference when your brain switches from left to right. Okay? It really can happen. So keep me posted. And I've done a couple of posts on my blog recently. So check that out too, just to help you get a little inspired. Yeah, there's some stuff on there for you to see. So please enjoy, and I will see you back here, same time, same place on Monday of next week. Have a good week and happy right brain. Happy right brain creativity. Enjoy. Bye for now.